Okay, now we're on to part 2, reviewing your document. This is going to be really handy. You certainly can take notes if you want to, but if you want to take notes as part of the document. Oh, let me go to navigation first. Along with the bookmark tool, you will also notice that if you go to the agenda, there's going to be agenda items that are underlined. By clicking those agenda items, it takes you, oops, I pushed the wrong button. It takes you to that particular instance that we're going to be considering on the agenda. Here's the gas well development plat, takes you to the gas well development plat. Okay, now let's go back to reviewing the document. I'm going to go back to the minutes. Okay, for example, let's say that you want to highlight something because you want to ask questions about it later. All you have to do is touch and hold with your finger, and then you'll notice that this line of different buttons shows up. And if you remove your finger, you'll see that there's a blue highlighted area, and there's a blue dot on the upper left and a blue dot on the lower right. You can grab either of those dots and drag them to select as much or as little as you want. And then you have different options here. For example, you can insert a note, you can highlight it, you can mark it up by doing underlining, crossing out, things like that, or you can draw by drawing squares, circles, freehand. If I want to insert a note right here, while it's selected, I just push note, and it's going to ask you if this is the first time modifying a file. If you want to save it to the file, that's fine, just do save to file. And then you can type, for example, maybe we thought Gloria made the motion. You can just type a brief note, Gloria, did Gloria make the motion? And then save it. And it'll note, well, it turns out she did. It'll insert that there's a note there, and you can just see that little yellow talking bubble thing. And if you press it again, it'll come up with it. Say, for example, we wanted to highlight something. Again, we just drag the little blue dots and click highlight. And there it is highlighted. You can change the color of it if you want to. There's many different colors you can change it to. Anything that you want. You can, and I'm doing that just by pushing it again, and it comes up with main menu, open, color, or delete, and I can delete it right there. And then we can do some more editing or reviewing. We can mark it up by underlining it. And again, we can touch the underline and change the color if we want. It shows you the past colors that you've used. We can also, what might possibly be the most useful tool, I guess depending on who you are, draw, and you can draw freehand. Say you just want to circle something like, what was it that we were talking about right there? And then make sure when you're done you press save up there. Or some of the other ones were drawing a box or drawing a circle. Under draw, you can do square. And there's square, and you can make it bigger by selecting the blue areas. And you can move it around. Okay, we're going to be done with that part right now. Anyways, what's nice about this is that you can save this and email it to yourself for future reference. And we'll get into that on part 3.